People, deluded, I'm back again. Now, Liverpool just defeated Arsenal 3-1. We might as well review the players' performances. I'm not going to lie, people, I'm not trying to be here on a lay. I'm tired and listen, nobody's assured anything in life. Like, I'm not even annoyed that we lost. Like, obviously, I don't want to lose and things, but it's about the performance. It's about the integrity of the performance. All I wanted to do is, if Liverpool won, they won because they've got quality players. You know, we're saying, boy, we defended well, we did what we needed to do. Mane is one of the best in the league. He showed why. Or Salah or whoever. Like against Man City away from home after the restart, cheap goals. You know, we didn't... Mane scored, but was it because Mane is a good player? With all due respect to Mane? You know, or was it because of poor defending? Every goal, you know, you knew Jota was getting off the mark at Anfield. You know, you made his night. He scored his first goal off the bench for his new club. You know, you've made his Instagram caption. We all knew he was scoring. You know, Robertson, again, poor play. Again, from us, we showed poor game management because we didn't deserve to be a goal ahead. But you're going to find yourselves in that. Are we the only team that find themselves in that? You go and ask Klopp. Playing for Liverpool, winning all them games last year, winning the league title. If there were times they were ahead and they didn't deserve to be. But the difference is they can say to themselves, boy, Van Dijk will say, boy, Robertson, Alisson, whatever, we've been poor today, you know. But let's pattern up. We're a goal ahead. Let's pattern up. Everybody do their job now. Let's fix up. There was none of that from Arsenal. You know, we were toothless on the ball. Nobody wanted to do anything. You know, there's question marks for Arteta based on this game tactically, as much as I believe in him. El Nene did his thing, but, you know, I can't understand why Ceballos didn't start. And there's some other things. I still retain faith in Arteta, but as I said, and have been saying for months, he's a new manager. He's going to make mistakes and he's learning a lot, and we're still learning a lot about him. Today, games like today ring true. In relation to the player ratings, I'm going to give Leno a 5, just about. Let's not forget he made a number of important saves. I say a number a bit too wild, but he made a number of good saves. He was a bit of a train wreck. I do think, again, without watching the goal again, he should have done better for Mane's goal, and he was a bit dodgy. But I think a 5 is a respectable performance. David Luiz gets a 4. It could even be lower. He made a couple of important blocks in the first 20, but after that was a bit of a hazard. You know, the third goal summed up David Luiz, you know. And these last couple of months sum up David Luiz. You might get David Luiz playing against his former team at Wembley with an injury, playing like a colossus. You might get him doing a madness today. So he gets a 4. It's a weird one, because while I think the 4s I'm about to say, it's a weird one. I don't think it was a witch hunt thing for any player, like you were mad, terrible, you should be in League 2, blah, 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 sort of thing. Holding is undoubtedly going to get a lot of critics, but I think he gets a 4 as well. I think he struggled a lot at periods today. At periods he defended well, other times he was quite of a shambles. So he gets a 4. Tierney gets a 5 just about. He was on course for a 4. I think he had a better second half. That being said, it was probably his worst performance in an Arsenal shirt. He was due a bad game because he's been on fire since he's come to this club. Still retain faith in Tierney. Still #1 left back. Still the best in the league. You know my team don't switch up, but he was poor today. Gets a 5. Xhaka could get lower than a 4. Xhaka could be bordering on a 3. You know, like a couple of those defenders as well. Never got going at all in this game. Never got going. Completely bypassed. Passing was poor. And I know Xhaka is someone that is unnecessarily and unfairly in Arsenal defeat scapegoated, but today he was genuinely poor. In the same way I feel the defenders I've named could all get 3s, apart from Tierney could get a 4. He could have got a 3, so he gets a 4. Maitland gets a 5. I feel he played a bit better than the rest of the defence. He had a hand in the goal. For me, he was actually, when we needed someone to just run in behind, he was trying to do that. He put in a shift defensively. I feel, you know, you compare Mane's game to Salah's. You know, Salah had a hand in 2 goals. So on the one hand, he wasn't kept quiet. But on one hand, Salah weren't that exciting today. Mane was doing his thing and causing problems. So I think Maitland locked it down. He gets a 5. Bellerin gets a 4. I'm not going to waste any time on Hector Bellerin. I've got a lot of time for Bellerin. I really want him to, but he's very frustrating as a footballer. So he gets a 4. El Nene gets a 5. I think he played better than Xhaka. But again, El Nene, through no fault of his own, he struggled out there. And he is limited, you know. He can win the ball back. He can't do much more when he wins it. I feel there was a bit of an engine out there. I think there was a bit of complacency. But ultimately, he sank like the rest of the midfield. Like, we had no midfield in that first half. And ultimately, he's playing there. You know, I don't think he was appalling. I think he was better than Xhaka, but he gets a 5. He can leave with some credibility, but it was a poor to average performance for everybody. But Aubameyang gets a 4. I didn't see him. Did not see him. I saw him in the second half of that chance where the decision-making for Eddie wasn't good enough and we got a corner. Didn't see him. We knew he was going to be locked down. I'm not going to criticise playing him on the wings, and playing him through the middle ain't going to do much in a game like this against Van Dijk. And he's scoring goals. But games like this, to play devil's advocate, I know you all had the thought of, why is he on the flanks? You know, we need him in the middle. Lacazette, you know, he can do the physical thing against Van Dijk, probably lose out, but give it a match. He can't run in behind. The only time Van Dijk looks booky as a defender is when he's challenged with pace out wide, when he has to be pulled into the channels. Other than that, and he's still quality by most people's standards. We didn't do none of that, you know. So he gets a 4. Lacazette gets a 5. And, you know, I'll give Lacazette a 6. You know, it's a 5, but he scored, and I'm all for giving bonus points, so I'll give a 6. He worked his socks off today. He was poor like everybody, but, you know, out of all the front three that started, or even the ones that came on, he's the only one I really saw. He looked evidently tired towards the end, but I'll give him a 6. 5, like I said, plus a bonus point. You know, Willian, I'm going to give him a 4, because I can't really sit here and say William should get a 3, which I believe he has, and say David Luiz, Holding and some other players shouldn't get the same. On another day, everybody could have got a 3. So I'll give William a 4 because of logic reasons. But, you know, William never got going. You know, we can't flip-flop on William. You know, everybody was singing his praises against Fulham, and I don't think he'll be dropped for the weekend. But for me, when you look at our wide options, with Saka, with Pepe now, with William, with technically Aubameyang, you want everybody to take... You know, a man can't just get dropped for having a poor game. It's going to happen. But within reason, you think there's a target on your back. Like when Leno and Martinez was here. The minute one of you have an iffy game, you're done at it, innit? You have to... You're at the back of the queue. You're kind of looking at William's spot and thinking, boy, the only thing that saves William is we've got a game on Thursday. For me, I'm looking at... Pepe didn't have amazing time in his 20 minutes or so when he came on. But Pepe or Saka have to be pushing for a start, because William did nothing today. The only thing I like from William is he tried to track back a bit defensively, but he did nothing today. Bellerin, if I haven't said, gets a 4 as well. Could be lower. You know, I don't think I've missed anyone else. I'll circle back round. Didn't see enough from Pepe to give him any ratings. I'll give Ceballos a 5 because he, you know, again, we probably still would have lost on him. And it's always the player that misses out that fans, myself included, speak about. But I saw a bit of energy from him, which I saw from El Nene, but not from Xhaka. He can pass the ball forward, which Xhaka can do, but he didn't do it. And El Nene can't do that. So why I wanted him to start, he showed me within 5 minutes. Now, he was poor for the third goal, in my opinion. Too easy for Salah to get on his favoured foot and pass it to Trent. But he injected a bit of energy that I didn't see. So I'll give him that. Eddie was anonymous in the minutes he got as well. You know, he tried, but ultimately trying isn't good enough sometimes in life, people. It's that simple. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody out, people. So yeah, I've spoken about William, Lacazette, Aubameyang, Maitland-Niles, Xhaka, El Nene, Bellerin, Leno, Tierney, Luiz, Holding, and obviously the 3 substitutes. I thought Saka should have come on. It looked like a game for Saka personally. You know me. I'll always sing his praises, but it is what it is. It's a poor day today, man. I haven't got too much to add, man. I just want to get out of it, really and truly. On that note, Deluded, I'm out.